That's a lie. I went to the bookstore and I got. That's what it is. I'm telling the truth, okay? I'm gonna be honest. I got. Hey book bitches. It's time to influence you to buy some romance books, okay? But you already knew that because you clicked on this video. You want to shop for books. I get it. But if you don't want to spend money, read them on your Kindle, because I'm pretty sure like almost all of these are on Kindle Unlimited. Okay? So if you want to save some coin, grab your Kindle. I have a Kindle. It saved me well over $600. But I did some damage. Now, here's the thing. I did procrastinate and I have read 3 of these already. But these are the books that I bought. As you can see by some of the books on these shelves, I used to read fantasy, a lot of it. It was all I read. But as of 2023, I'm a romance girly. It's all I've been reading. I'm in my romance era, like down bad. Okay, I have probably read, well, like probably around 100, if not more, romance books. And obviously I bought more to read, okay? So, let's get started. Oh my gosh. Like I said, I've already read 3 of these because I'm a procrastinator, okay? But I was busy. I have an excuse, but let's get into it. All right, so I'm going to start with the books that I have read so that I can tell you my opinions on them, and then I'll start with the books that I haven't read that were also part of this book haul that are pretty much on my TBR. So these are the 3 that I've already read, and you probably heard about them if you're on Book Talk. So let's start with a newer release. Well, I guess these are kind of newer releases. But anyway, this is the book that I went to Barnes & Noble for. This is the book where I was like, I need to go to Barnes & Noble. I'm picking up one book. Obviously, I picked up way more than one. Okay? But that's not the point. Everybody knows the air in Barnes & Noble, it sucks you in and it makes you need to buy more books. I don't know. It's something. There's like drugs in there or something. Anyway, Funny Story by Emily Henry. I have already read it. I wasn't as obsessed with this book as everybody else was. I don't know. I feel like I love Emily Henry, and Book Lovers is like probably one of my all-time favorite books. But this one, the ending kind of messed it up for me. I don't know if it's just a personal thing that I have with the way that the book ended, but I feel like it was maybe rushed or unfinished feeling to me. But I still really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed up until like the 3rd act or like the last quarter of the book. I really, really loved it. And Miles is so cute. I don't know, the ending wasn't the best for me. But if you like Emily Henry, I would still probably really recommend this book. Then I got Wild Love by Elsie Silver. Hello, I read the whole Chestnut Spring series. I was obsessed. I probably read the whole thing in like 4 or 5 days. Like I ate through them. Like I was reading them so fast. I ate them up. So I obviously had to get Wild Love by Elsie Silver because she's starting her single dad era. Okay, so these are all going to be single dad romances. This one is about Willa's brother Ford and his childhood best friend's sister. Anyway, I didn't love this one as much as I loved the Chestnut Spring series. I still thought it was really good, but it just didn't grip me the way that the Chestnut Spring series gripped me. But I also feel like if you really enjoyed Powerless by Elsie Silver, you'll probably enjoy this more than I did. Powerless was probably my least favorite Chestnut Spring series. Please don't come for me. Please. I'm sorry. But yeah, I feel like if you really liked Powerless, you'll like this one as well. It just didn't do what the others were doing for me. But I still gave it 4 out of 5 stars. I still really liked it. Then I picked up Done and Dusted by Lila Sage because I was seeing this all over my TikTok. Okay, this was everywhere because we're in our cowboy romance era. Okay, and I'm here for it. I really liked this one. I felt like the characters were so real. And so, I don't know, they just felt like I could meet them in real life. You know what I'm saying? So this one is, I think, friends to lovers or like, you know, brother's best friend, things like that. And I really like the way she portrayed anxiety in this book. I think that she did it with grace and just was very true to it. You know what I'm saying? And it also has no 3rd act breakup. So if you're into that, this is the book for you. Short, sweet, great. I personally like Third Act breakups, okay? I like the drama. So I gave it a 4.5 out of 5 just because I like drama and I like groveling. But if you really want a short, sweet, real romance, this is for you. Now my current read, Say You Swear, okay? She's thick. She's thick. But I'm about 50% of the way through. This is brother's best friend, love triangle, brother's teammate. I didn't know a lot, okay, when I bought this. I saw this on a TikTok that said, you'll cry if you read this. And I thought the cover was pretty. So I was like, of course I'm gonna buy it. Because you know us book bitches, we love a good cry sometimes. Okay, and please don't spoil it for me because I have no idea how this is gonna end. I have been avoiding TikToks everywhere and I am so scared. I'm so scared as to what it's gonna be. I just know because I love these characters so much that I know that I'm gonna sob. Okay, and I want to be totally surprised. And I feel like I'm getting close to where things might go downhill, and so I'm nervous. But anyway, I think you should pick this up because it feels very, I don't know, like, I feel like a lot of people say that it gets dragged out, but I don't feel that way. I feel like you really get immersed in the people and you feel like you're right there with them, you know? So I would recommend this, but yeah, I picked this one up as well and I'm currently reading it. Now we're gonna get into the books that I haven't read yet from this book haul. If you've been on TikTok, on BookTok, BookTube, anywhere really, if you've even peeked an eye on social media, you know this book. You know this book. Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. Everyone raves about this, and I have yet to read an Abby Jimenez book. I don't know where I've been, living under a rock, obviously, catching up on this romance era, but I have not read Abby Jimenez yet, so I really wanted to pick up one of her books. I was debating between this one and, shoot, what is the name of that one? It's the one with like the blue cover. I think it's like part of your world or something like that, but I ended up going with Just for the Summer because obviously it's summertime and I wanted like a good vibe. So I really have no idea what this is about, but I saw one quote from it on Steph Bohr's Instagram, I think, and I was like, yeah, I should pick it up. This feels like it's probably going to be on the same line as like Emily Henry, so I'm excited. I feel like I'm probably going to like her. Then I picked up Done and Dusted, and this was on sale. So I picked up Swift and Saddled, which is the second one to Done and Dusted. And this one is the female main character's brother. Middle brother? Not the oldest brother. So yeah, her middle brother. Basically, they have a one-night stand and then they end up working together. So it's like forced proximity. I don't know that it's going to be enemies to lovers, but I think it's reverse Grumpy Sunshine, which I love. I love regular Grumpy Sunshine. I love reverse Grumpy Sunshine. And so I was like, forced proximity? I'm sold. I'm sold. So I'm excited to read this one as well. All right. I picked up Bride by Ali Hazelwood. I also feel like this one got kind of popular, but I also feel like it had mixed reviews from what I saw on like BookTube and BookTok and stuff. Some people loved it, some people hated it, some people felt very like meh on it, but I feel like it's a good little toe dip maybe into some like romantic-y situation. All I know is that she's a vampire and he's like a werewolf, or like the main werewolf guy. I have never read a werewolf romance in my life, so I have no idea what I'm getting into here, obviously, other than like Twilight, but I don't know. I feel like I loved Twilight, so I might love this. I also loved, I don't know, I feel like Ali Hazelwood is 50-50 for me, to be honest, so I was kind of scared to pick this up initially because I really loved her main one, Love Hypothesis. I thought it was great. I was obsessed with it. So obviously I picked up Love on the Brain. I did not like Love on the Brain. It was really not for me, okay? The female main character just infuriated me. Especially for how sweet the male main character was. She just got on my nerves. And I feel like if I'm reading from the perspective of the female main character, she can't get on my nerves. Because we're the same person, you know what I'm saying? And so, oh my gosh, her getting on my nerves just really sent the book downhill for me. I did not like it. But anyway, so it's kind of 50-50 for me on whether or not I think I'll like an Ali Hazelwood book. So I thought I'd give this one a try. And see, you know, do I like it? Do I not like it? Should I pick up more Ali Hazelwood? We'll see. Then I picked up these two books that I also have not gotten around to reading yet. This is Love Unwritten and Love Redesigned, both by Lauren Asher. This is the first one, and this is the second one in the Lakefront Billionaire series. You've probably heard of her other books, being the Dreamland Billionaire series with The Fine Print, Terms and Conditions, and Final Offer. And I loved every single one of those books, okay? The Fine Print, amazing. I loved it. I thought it was going to be my favorite, and then I read Terms and Conditions, and I was like, this is my favorite. And then I read Final Offer, and that was my favorite, and I just can't decide, okay? The last two, they hold a special place in my heart, and they're tied equally for two very different reasons, and I love them so, so much. So obviously, if Lauren Asher writes it, I'm going to read it. I also really want to read her series before she did the Dreamland Billionaire series. I think it's like an F1 series. I want to read that as well. But I saw these in the store and I had to pick them up. So this one is Enemies to Lovers, Forced Proximity. Yeah, Enemies to Lovers, Forced Proximity. I think they're like working together. And so, you know, I love an Enemies to Lovers. Enemies to Lovers is just gonna do it for me every time. Grumpy, ugh, I'm excited. This one I am equally as excited for. I don't know too much about it, but I think he's a single dad, and this is like a single dad nanny romance. But I don't know, the way that Lauren Asher writes characters and writes like stories for them, it just feels so real and raw. And there is not a single, okay, all three of the Lauren Asher books that I've read, I cried. Every single one I cried. I sobbed my little eyes out, okay? So I am like 99% sure I'm gonna love these. I hope so, at least. Last but not least, I picked up The Graham Effect by Elle Kennedy because this one is the daughter of the couple from The Deal by Elle Kennedy, which is her like off-campus series. I have them somewhere on this bookshelf, hiding somewhere, probably up there. But I read The Deal, The Mistake, and what's the third one? Dean and Allie's book. But anyway, I have yet to read Tucker's book. I know. But here's the problem, is because I want to read Tucker's book, but I would have to order it off Amazon, and I don't really want to do that. But then if I buy it from Barnes & Noble, then the sizes won't match, because these Amazon books were like weird and tall and skinny. Basically, I just need to buy the whole Off-Campus series, and so I can read it. Since I did love the Off-Campus series, that's why I got The Graham Effect. Also, I've seen nothing but absolutely good things about this. The banter, the cameos. I just think that if it's anything like The Deal, which I'm sure it will be because those are her parents, I'm gonna love it. I also think I'll love this because she does hockey. And I just love it when they have the girls be in like super rough and tumble sports, or like team sports, or sports that you basically usually only see the male main characters do. So I think I'll really like that change of pace. And yeah, I'm just hoping I love it as much as The Deal. But that wraps up this book haul. Those were all the books that I bought accidentally because I have no self-control. So yeah, that was my book haul, guys. If you liked it, like this video, subscribe to see more videos from me. But that's all. Bye, book bitches!